Hi. It's my second time seeing it.
How many times have you seen the movie, and why have you come back so many times?
Well, this is the second time I've seen it. I brought my family back. I just loved it. It was romantic, and I'm fascinated with the Titanic story. So I actually liked it better the second time around because I got a chance to see, I guess, more of the story. The first time I saw it, I was anticipating what was going to happen, and this time I could just sit back and enjoy it. It was a wonderful story, wonderful. So, all right.
Could you give us your first and your last name and spell it for us, if you would?
The last name?
First and last name.
First name is Jill, and last name is Bell.
And do you come to the movies often?
No, very seldom. So this was a special occasion.
And why don't you come on?
Oh, I don't know. We just seem to be too busy. Don't seem to find time for it. But we found time for this tonight and really enjoyed it.
Do you feel that the movie theater caters to movies that are of interest to you, or?
Not on the whole. Not as good as they used to be. It's not on the whole. But this was a good one. Really enjoyed it.
And what kind of movies do you tend to attract?
Oh, I like dramas, and I don't like a lot of violence, and I don't like a lot of swear words and that kind of thing, and so many movies are like that today. Fine, thank you.
When it's going to air. They kind of just sent me out here today, all from New York.
Okay,
Just-
Can you give me your first and last name and spell it, if you would?
It's Michael Contreras, Contreras. And
How many times have you seen the movie, and why do you keep coming back?
I've seen it 3 times, and it's just really good. It's great acting, great story, great special effects, everything. It's just a great movie.
And the story itself, or, I mean, what is it that moves you?
It's just a great love story, between 2 people on a ship where it's like, headed for doom, and then their love just falls apart on the ship. It's just great. It's a great story.
And do you tend to go to movies often, the ones that you like?
Yeah.
So it's not common for you to see a movie more than once?
No. We also go see it a couple of times. If I can meet a couple of people, it's gonna see it again.
Nice. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Give me your first and your last name and spell it for me, if you would.
Dennis Powell, Dennis Powell.
How many times have you seen the movie, and why?
It's my second time seeing it.
I'm gonna answer the question and say, I'm gonna ask you how many times you've seen it and why. Just expound upon it. Just say how many times you've seen it and the reason why you come back, okay? How many times have you seen the movie and why?
I've seen a movie twice. It's a good movie. I like the cinematography. The sound is great, depending on what theater you're at. Also, Leonardo DiCaprio is really, really good, and Kathy Bates is excellent. So, It's a great movie. I thought it was realistic in its portrayal and honest.
And do you tend to go to movies more than once?
No, not really.
What drew you back? I mean, since this is unusual for you to go to do that.
It's a pretty long movie and it's pretty intense. So there are a lot of things that happen in a movie, and sometimes you have to go back a second time just to catch some things that you might have missed.
Thanks. How's it going? Anyone with Titanic?
Reasons why, or why you say what you say. So just expound upon. Don't just say yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
Give me your reasons
I'll try
why.
and expound.
Okay, anytime.
Okay, give us your name, your first and last name, and spell it for us.
First name's Doug, last name's Harold. It's Herold.
And how many times have you seen this movie and why?
I've seen it once before, and this is my second time. I thought it was really good. It's extremely well done. Extremely well done movie, and I don't know. It was like you see like your whole life you know about the Titanic, and just seeing this, like all of a sudden you realize it's like real people. It just moved me a lot more than I thought it would, and he wanted to see it, so I thought, yeah, I'd see it again.
Is it unusual for you to come back to a movie that you've seen before?
Not if I really like a movie, no. I'll see a movie again if I really like it.
Thank you. Okay.
Sure thing?
I got it. Just one. Oh. What are you doing?
Excuse me, you guys, have you seen this movie before? Any of you guys?
No,
First time. First time. Just look at me. If you would, give us your first and your last name and spell it for us, if you will.
Hi, my name's Dixie Allen, Allen.
And how often do you come to the movies?
About once a month.
And what type of movies interest you?
I like them. I like historical drama and light entertainment, something to make me forget the events of the day.
And why do you only come to the movies once a month?
I don't have that much time, so I'm selective with the movies that I do see.
And when you go to the movies, do you feel the movies cater to your interests? The type of movies you like, do you think they're out there?
Yes, I do. I think there's a lot to choose from now.
So what kind of, I'm just trying to figure out the themes that you look for.
Well, I like the historical dramas, the costume dramas. I like the stars, the usual well-known stars. I don't know too many of the new ones, so I follow the ones that are well established. And I like to come to movies with friends as well. It's a nice outing when you're a single woman.
And we often hear people say that movies aren't as good as they were back in a golden day or in earlier periods. Do you think that's true, or do you think the movies, the values have changed, and is that why you don't come to the movies because there's too much violence in the movies, or do you not sense that?
I stay away from the violence, but for instance, tonight to see Titanic with all its nominations, the very high recommendations of my friends and family to see this, and its high budget, I am expecting that it will be a very enjoyable evening.
Thank you.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Enjoy the movie.
I hope that was
It was good.
what you wanted. Oh, God. Hi.
First and your last name, and spell that for us if you would.
First name is John, John. Last name is Wallach, Wallach.
And how often do you come to the movies?
I would say once a week.
And why do you come so often?
Well, when there are good movies to be seen. I've seen a lot of great movies. Good Will Hunting, fantastic, best movie I've seen in years. And as good as it gets. And, a lot of good movies right now.
And so what type of movies are you attracted to?
Movies with a strong book, strong story. Special effects don't mean very much to me, but that's really the reason I want to try to see this, because everybody's talked about the special effects.
Okay, and we often hear of people harking back to an earlier time period in the movie era, saying that today's movies just aren't good and that there's too much violence. Do you sense that, or?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think television is a wasteland, and I think movies are the last redoubt of people who really enjoy a good book. And I think that that's why a strong movie like The English Patient, for example, was one of my favorite movies, because it's engrossing and it's beautifully written and beautifully acted. And I hope that Titanic will be the same.
Appreciate that.
Thanks a lot.